Hello YouTube community, welcome to class today. Today's flow is going to be relatively short. It's a vinyasa practice and we will be getting into the whole body today, but we will give a little bit of extra love to our upper body and our core area. So that's what we're getting into today. I'm Julie with Global Oasis Yoga and I'm excited to be practicing with you today. Let's begin standing. If you enjoy closing your eyes at the beginning of practice, do so now. Let's take just a few breaths to get grounded and show up mentally here on the mat. One more nice big inhale and exhale. If your eyes are closed, you can keep them closed if you'd like, or open them softly. Let's just begin to sway from side to side, moving the arms across the body. Let's get in to the shoulders a little bit here. Shift the weight from foot to foot. And then begin to exaggerate your movements a little more, adding a twist. Both arms sweep to one side and then the other. Bending into the knees as we change sides. Couple more times. And then settle into stillness. Feet come about hip width distance apart. Let's get some more mobility in the shoulders. Lift one arm above the head and reach it behind you. Follow it with the second arm. You might want to bend into the knees just a little bit for stability. And then once you get started and feel stable, let's pick up the pace just a little bit. Warming up our chest here as well. And slow it down, change directions. Let's be here for 3, 2, and 1. Slow it down, come to stillness, and then sweep the arms above the head. Let's take a nice forward fold. Bend into the knees a little more, roll all the way to standing, and arms come out to a T. Step the feet wide again, as if you were grabbing onto something with each hand. Reach the hands away from one another, but pull the shoulders back into the socket. We're going to get a little more mobility in our shoulder socket. Internally rotate the right arm in the socket, and as you do so, dip that shoulder down towards the mat. Externally rotate, unwind it, second arm. And then as you're ready, add on the knees. Same arm, same knee, bending and dipping down towards the mat. Lubricating our shoulder joint here and building strength, warming up the chest still. One more time on each side. next time you're back up, bring the hands behind the head, keep the feet wide. Let's take some rotations with the torso. Spinal circles, so we'll forward fold over one leg, sweep through center at the bottom, and then press into the ground, use the side body to lift it up. A couple rounds on each side, in each direction. Exhale as you lower, and then inhale to lift. Press the elbows towards one another behind you. One more round on this side, and let's change it up. When you get back to the top, you can lower the hands, roll out the shoulders here. Forward. And let's get into some sun salutations. Head to the top of your mat if you're not already there. On your next inhale, reach the arms overhead and forward fold. Inhale to lift and take your vinyasa. Use the core, draw it back, downward facing dog. In this first downward dog, shift the weight into the left hand. Let's grab left ankle with right hand and twist to the left, gazing under the armpit. Release and grab right ankle with left hand. Come back through center, rock forward to plank. Let's find 3 push-ups. Regular push-ups are on the knees. Elbows can hug into the sides. If you prefer another kind of push-up, do that as well. And then feet make the way to the hands. Halfway lift and forward fold. Rise all the way to standing. And exhale, the hands by the sides. Second round. Inhale it up. Exhale. And inhale your vinyasa, but pause in your plank for 3 push-ups. And take it back, downward facing dog. Couple breaths and down dog. Let's step into a runner's lunge with the left foot forward. Inhale to sweep the toes high, and exhale to step it in between the hands. Hips stay low, chest moves forward. You can be on the fingertips here, on blocks, or of course on the hands. And next we're gonna hug the right knee into the chest. So if you'd like extra space, pop back up onto the fingertips if you're not there. And then shift the weight into the left heel and draw the right knee to the chest. Step it back to your runner's lunge. 2 more times. Draw it in and pause. Step it back. Draw it in, pause and hold for 5, 4, 3, crunching it in, 2, and 1. Step it back, your vinyasa. One more breath in down dog. Second side, right toes lift, stepping it through for a runner's lunge. Hips sink, chest moves forward. And we hug that left knee into the chest. For 1, pause, step it back. 2, and then 3 and hold. Really drawing it close to the chest. Keep that right leg bent for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Your vinyasa. On your next inhale, we're going to lead with the left foot again this time. Inhale, left toes high. We're stepping forward to warrior 2. A few breaths here. Triangle pose is next. Shorten your stance if you'd like. If your hand is coming down to the leg, I want to keep it light. Okay, so we're not dumping our weight into that leg for support. We're supporting ourselves with the strength of our side body here. Right arm is high. And then rotate the chest towards the ground. Bring the hands behind you. If you can find prayer behind the back, that's an option. We're rotating on the back foot so that our hips can square off to the top of the mat. Shorten your stance if you need to. Elbows push away, forward fold over the front leg. If the hands in prayer seems like a bad idea, you can bump fists behind the back or at the sides of the body. Either way, we're opening our chest here. We're reaching our left hip back a little and tugging our right hip forward a little bit here. And your vinyasa. Inhale brings the right foot forward and we go right into warrior 2. Triangle pose, supporting yourself with the side body and of course the legs. Equal weight between front and back leg. Hand is hovering or light. And we rotate to our pyramid pose. Square the hips off to the top of the mat. Adjust your stance and forward fold. Chest reaches forward. Elbows reach towards one another behind you. Release into your vinyasa. All the way back to down dog. Feet come to the top of the mat. Half lift. And forward fold. Rise to stand. Exhale, hands by the sides. Chair pose. Sit it deep, weight is in the heels, active arms. And exhale as you forward fold. Extend the spine with a strong core. And take it back, 3 push-ups at the top of your vinyasa or your chaturanga. Exhale back to down dog. Warrior 1. Right foot first this time. Inhale it up. And let's forward fold over that front leg as if you're headed to humble warrior, but don't clasp the hands behind you. Reach them towards the back of the mat and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Press it up and forward fold again. Lifting up. Continuing to squeeze the shoulder blades. One more as you lower. Hands frame the front foot and let's step back to high plank. Shifting on to the left arm, left leg, for side plank. Close it out. Open it up for side plank. Close it out and open it up for side plank and hold. Exhale, squared off to the mat, 3 push-ups. And your chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Breathing here. Inhale as left toes lift, warrior 1. Forward fold over that front knee, arms come behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades and press it up and down, up and down. 2 more times. Beautiful. Hands frame the front foot, step back to your high plank. Open it to side plank, right arm is down, close it out. 2 more times, side plank, close it out 1 more time, and let's hold it here. You can take any variation of side plank as you like. Grab the toe, lift a leg, and then chest squares off to the mat, your vinyasa. Feet come to the top of the mat. Inhale as you halfway lift. Forward fold, we're coming out through our Utkatasana. And exhale, hands by the sides. Same but different. Inhale, sit it deep. Chair pose. Couple more breaths here. Straighten the legs and forward fold. Halfway lift with a strong core. And take your vinyasa. Take it back, downward facing dog. And on our next inhale, we sweep right toes high, warrior 1 again. Couple breaths here in our warrior 1. Lower the arms out to a T. As we forward fold this time, we're going to bring the palms to touch in front of us. And then open the arms wide as we lift the torso. 3 more times. And the next time, you're there, plant the hands. Let's find side plank on the left side. And from here, this time you can static hold in your side plank, or let's crunch the right elbow to the right knee. For 1, extend the leg, hips are high. 2 and 3, hold it there. Square it off and take your vinyasa. Optional to add in push-ups every time we do this if you'd like. Back to your downward facing dog. And left side this time, inhale it up. Warrior 1. Arms come out to a T, forward fold with the palms meeting in front. Inhale it open. Exhale and inhale. And the next time your palms meet, lower the hands, side plank on the right side. And again, static hold, or let's crunch knee and elbow together for 1, 2, hips are high. 3, press it high and hold there. Square it off to the mat. Optional 3 push-ups. Exhale it back, downward facing dog. Rock it forward to your high plank pose. Let's lower to the ground slowly. We'll go for a count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Resting it down. Let's find Shalabhasana for back body and upper body strength here. Bring the toes together. Reach the arms out in front of you and everything lifts. Squeezing it up. And gently set it down. Take a few breaths. Let's do one more round, this time with cactus arms in and out. Start with the arms forward, and on the inhale, lift it up. Bend the elbows, straighten the arms. Bend the elbows, straighten the arms, squeezing it high. 2 more. 2 more. And last one here for 5. Pausing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Rest it down. Couple breaths. Press your way up to seated on the shins. We're going to find some Lolasana lifts. Place the hands next to the knees, outside of the knees. And on our exhale, we're going to press into the ground, protract the shoulders, round the back, and lift our hips. We're staying on the tops of the feet if possible. If that's extremely uncomfortable, of course, you can come to the balls of your feet. But let's press up here. We're gonna try and do 8. All right, so as we exhale, lift the hips for 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to keep the knees together. 5, 6, 7, 8, and let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently set it down. Knees come wide. Rock forward, balls of feet, Malasana squat. Breathing here. We're going to walk up and down the mat in our squat. Getting that chest to knee compression in a different way this time. Elbows stay on the insides of the knees here. One more trip up and down. And then the next time you're in the center of your mat, lower back down, come to seated on the shins. We have one more round of our Lolasana lifts. Hands next to the knees. Press into the ground, lift it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it down, back to your Malasana. This time, let's find a twist. Step the left hand off to the side, elbow stays inside the knee, and twist it open. If you'd like to bind, do so. Steady the breath. Unravel it and find your side 2. You twist first and then do your bind if you want it. Release the bind if you have it. Walk just a little bit further forward towards the top third of your mat and then lower to seated. Let's find an extended table. Point the fingers towards the hips. A reverse table, I guess. Press the hips high. Hold here for a couple breaths. And then walk the hands towards the feet. We just want to stretch our quads here. Walk it back out to your reverse tabletop. Lower the hips to the ground. We're coming all the way down to the back, but we're going to work our way into shoulder stand first. So if you want to use the momentum of rolling onto your back to bring yourself into shoulder stand, do that now. Or find any inversion of choice. And if you're in your shoulder stand, you can make your way into plow pose. Release from your plow pose. And once your feet hit the ground, we're headed for a bridge pose. We have 2 rounds. Option to take wheel pose, of course. I'm going to do bridge on my first round and wheel on my second. Play around with your favorite variations. Got a few more breaths in this first one. And lower the hips. Find a couple breaths there. If you're finding wheel with me, get yourself prepared for that now. Feet come close to the pelvis. Fingertips point towards the shoulders. Knees and elbows stay parallel to one another. And you can press it up. Begin to lower. Knees stay bent. Draw the knees towards the chest. And then cross the right leg over the left. And if possible, we're reaching for the feet here. You can also reach for the shins, the ankles. Wherever you are, draw the knees closer to the chest. Relaxed shoulders. Release the feet and change sides. Wonderful. Allow the feet to come down to the mat. Reach the arms overhead. Grab the left wrist with the right hand. Stretch it high above the head, and then move the feet and the arms over to the right so you bring yourself into a banana shape. Nice stretch in the outer left side body, the left shoulder here. Straighten yourself out and change sides. Pulling the shoulder blade off the back first, and then find your side bend. And release into your savasana. If you have a few extra moments to spend in Shavasana, I encourage you to do so. Just lie here and enjoy the stillness before you head back into the rest of your day. If you need to come out, let's go ahead, roll onto the side body, and make your way into seated when you're ready. I hope you're glad you showed up on the mat today and showed up to get stronger. I had a great time practicing with you today. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and do so now so you can find your way back here easily. There's lots of different types of practices here and different playlists to pick and choose from. So I hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next class. Have a good day.